So, Sonic Lost World was quite the journey. I need something a little bit shorter so I can get a new video out to you guys. The moment I uploaded Sonic 1 8-bit, I got requests for Sonic Mania. Oh, and I also got requests for Sonic 2 8-bit. Yeah, we can do that one, I guess. Sonic 2 8-bit is a notoriously brutal title that was released before the Genesis Sonic 2, and was released on Sega Master System and Sega Game Gear. So what's the plan? Take on the Master System version and make things a bit easier, right? No. I'll play the Game Gear version because it's the most accessible legal copy of the game that I can get. Anyways, the rules are the same as usual. In-game, I cannot defeat any enemies that takes one hit to defeat. I'll have to exclude any mini-bosses or bosses to make progress. These are thankfully relegated to the third act of every zone. If they're directly involved in the fight, I'll have to fight them. See Sky High Zone Act 3 for an example of what I mean. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe. I've actually never beaten the 8-bit version of Sonic 2, so if I make it past Green Hills Act 3, I'll be going in blind. Now, let's answer the important question. Can you beat Sonic 2 8-bit without defeating a Badnik? Let's find out. Underground Zone Act 1 has nothing to worry about. Just avoid the Tarban and the lava on the bottom and you'll be good. With Act 2, damn. Okay, the only threat is this tiny new Motora near a spring. I want to pet the Motora, but I gotta keep going. Act 3 has nothing to worry... Oh, okay. It has nothing to worry about except the stupid boss fight because the devs felt the need to make the slopes super weird to stay on. At least we're done fighting the Antline mecha after a bunch of attempts. Sky High Zone. Aside from the blind jump at the start, stopping after breaking portions of this wall will keep you from breaking the Game Game at the spring.
Game Game.
Thanks, Google Translate. Then, take the hang glider to finish the act. I actually don't really know how to properly use this, so all I did was tap left on the D-pad. It seemed to work. Act 2 starts with another hang glider. From there, as long as you're not in a ball, neutrons and the Game Game won't really catch you by surprise. Oh, an ember! Oh, damn! Oh, well, at least the act is over. The only Badnik in Act 3 is this Game Game, but it's really easy to jump over. It's just this really long jump that you have to go for. Thank goodness it only took me 2 tries to make it. With this boss, I have to destroy the Mecha Hyokos, because it would be impossible to keep them alive and deal with the extras that spawn, and on top of that, take out the Goose Mecha. Because it is a boss battle, I can not worry about that, die a couple times, and then move on to the next zone. As long as you stay above the water, Aqua Lake Zone Act 1 will only have 2 Tarbans to deal with, one at the start and one after the first loop. Oh, and the spike. And the spike pit. Gotta love that heavy use of dithering. Act 2 is pretty garbage. You're at the mercy of these chutes, or whatever they are, and they could potentially lead you to collide with a Zaririn. Either that, or a spring that sends you to a room full of breakable blocks and you don't want to be reckless, so you stop early, and you can't break anymore because you're slower in water, and... that. Then there are these bubbles. They're actually not too bad and will let you get through as long as you're careful. That is until you get to the end, where you deal with this. This is the most stressful section, but once it's done, it's done. Act 3 will not bother you if you stay above water. Just fight the Mecha Sea Lion and move on. Green Hills Act 1 is another easy act. Just watch the spike pit. Oh, and the new Motoras. Act 2 is the land of natural spike traps. Same as Act 1, pace yourself until you get past the spike beds and you'll be fine. Act 3 is the land of unnatural spike traps and can go straight to hell. If you're lucky enough to endure this mistake covered with a happy green disco ball on a stick, you fight one of Eggman's little piggies, and then we can finally move on. The gimmick of Gimmick Mountain Act 1 is not having the spinning wheels be exactly like the ones in Sonic 1. The other gimmick is not being fun. The next mistake is to try damage boosting past this Burrowbot, as it manages to keep you from going through. You'll need to let the Bouton go through before you can finish the act, because there's nothing else afterwards. Act 2 takes an eternity to go through. First off, these spike beds are now the stuff of my nightmares. Second, the bombs are placed in some of the most inconvenient spots. I also want to burn this entire zone down because of the springs that'll send you backwards. In a game where the resolution prevents you from having any semblance of fun, why does this need to be here? All I can say is watch out for the falling rocks against this fight against the pig boar mecha. From there, you're good to move on to the next zone. Scrambled Egg Zone Act 1. These tubes are the worst. No, I'm actually serious about this one. Like, these tubes are the worst possible things you could ever encounter in this game. See, unless you know where to go, you will continue to get hurt and you will continue to die. You are going to burn through so many lives going through this. I don't care if you're using the safe state or not, you will burn through lives on this level. But once you eventually figure it out, you better jump on a platform that you can't see to the left of you. Otherwise, you're doing the whole thing again. Also, don't fall for the trick one. Then, you get one more of these nightmares to endure, and the act is over. The enemies aren't even the obstacle, it's going through the damn level itself. Act 2 continues this never-ending torment, because you'll need to set off these bombs, and falling off the platform sends you into a bed of spikes. Then the tube will cause the Game Game to approach you, fall into the tube and go back in so that way it can move out of the way. A little ways in, you'll get sent through another tube, where another Game Game will start flying. Don't go to the left, it's gonna go right into you if you try that. You'll be shot up high enough to where you can clear it, so don't worry about that. After that, there will be this platform you'll need to go through. You'll also have to go through the tubes to continue riding it. There is even a tube that can drop you into spikes if you don't change the direction, but you're never gonna know that in your first playthrough. And if you haven't decided to turn off the game right now, you'll complete Act 2. And it's at this point where I would like to take this entire zone and throw it into a bed of spikes. Like that. The battle with Mecha Sonic, or Silver Sonic, I really don't care, is the absolute last thing to do at Sonic 2 8-bit comes to a close. Oh, man. It feels so good to just... Oh, damn, I forgot about Tails. Oh. So, can you beat Sonic 2 8-bit without defeating a Badnik? No. But wait a minute, you showed how to beat the game with this challenge. How can it be no? This game's not good. The abysmal level design, which leads to so many unfair deaths, leads me to believe that this game cannot be beaten legitimately. You would need something like save states or the level select just to make it through. Because with the other games, getting to the credits isn't the most unrealistic thing to imagine, because your progress wouldn't be completely gone as a result of a game over. There is always a chance for extra lives, there's always a chance that the game saves your progress. There is something there. This game doesn't have that. And if you can do that in this game, without save states, without the level select, and not get a game over, which would force you to the beginning of the game, honestly, who cares? This is not a good game. In fact, it's terrible. Any death that is bound to happen isn't because of a lack of skill, but a lack of competence from the side of the developer. And if you wanted to know about the zone that you unlock, Crystal Egg Zone, yes, it can be done. There's just not a lot to talk about because aside from this one specific segment, the enemies are pretty scattered. So, I'm done with this game. I think I'm gonna go play something good. And that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, share it around, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell as well. It helps out a lot and you'll get notified for when I post a new video. At this time, I want to give a shout out to the members of Knux Club Plus. These are the supporters on my channel through YouTube's channel membership, and their names are on screen right now. Thank you all for your extra support. You are all awesome. If you want to join Knux Club Plus and get your name on screen, and also the perk of seeing this video a little bit earlier, you can click the join button below this video and pick the tier that suits you best. You can also follow me on social media. I post updates when I can, but it also helps with interaction. And if you want more content to watch, you can always come by the Twitch channel. I stream up to 3 days a week, and it's generally a good time. We have a lot of fun over there, make our own little jokes. Good stuff like that. But if you want something to watch on YouTube, I did a roundup video on the Sonic Mania mods for the most recent Sonic hacking contest. Links will be in the description for all of the things I've mentioned. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you for the next Without Defeating a Badnik. Have a wonderful and safe day, and don't play this game. Take care.